So Vanessa, tell me, what was your experience in the Chobe?
In the scorching heat of the Botswana summer, we decided to take a boat trip down the Chobe River. What a great idea this was. We got our guide, very professional man. He knows the ins and outs of this Chobe River. It was such a pleasant experience. We saw so many animals. We saw buffalo, elephant, lots of bird life. We even got a hippo that charged the boat. Botswana has got very beautiful places. It's a real gem. I love the Chobe. A boat ride on the Chobe is an absolute must. It took us a 3-hour sunset cruise, and there's nothing that revives your soul.
Anya?
My experience of the Chobe River cruise was inspiring. The sunset was exactly what you'd expect and exactly what you'd think an African sunset would be. To look at the animals just grazing and drinking water, very untouched by humanity. They're not at all bothered by us. They pretend it's like we're not even there. And it wasn't at all what I'm used to when we go to the Kruger Park or when you look at animals drinking and grazing in the Kruger. Their whole demeanor is just different. So yeah, say wild is it's a pretty cliche word, but it was a very wild experience. Very untouched by humanity. It was a really great experience just to look at them and see that they're not bothered by us at all.
Sean, what are your views on the drive we done through the Chobe Park?
Our own self-drive trip through the Chobe National Park, one of the parks where I saw the biggest herds of impala, zebra, sables. It is just nice to see that places still exist where people enjoy the wildlife and look after the wildlife and the heritage. So definitely Chobe, definitely one of the best experience on our trip through Botswana.
Shanae, and your experience?
During our stay in Botswana, we got to explore the Chobe National Park in all its beauty. The massive national park boasts an area of 11,700 square kilometers. We were lucky enough to explore the park by road as well as by river on 2 separate days. The drive through the park was absolutely breathtaking, as it has one of the greatest concentrations of game in all of Africa. We entered the park on a hot sunny morning and experienced a heavy rainfall while in the park. A 4x4 is definitely needed on the thick sand within the park. The elephant population within the park is massive. Driving along the tar roads and having to stop and pause to allow elephants to cross is a much more beautiful experience than stopping at a busy intersection at traffic lights. We also bumped into a large herd of buffalo, just relaxing under some trees as they watched us carefully drive by. Lots of baby calves and animals. We got to see how the Namibian fishermen stand paddling in their boats as they enter the river through the Namibian side of the park to catch their fish, being extra cautious of the hippo and crocodiles that inhabit this river. During our drive in the park, we stopped for lunch at an unfenced wild bush campsite. Being circled by a family of baboons brought huge adrenaline as we quickly packed up and climbed into our car to continue our journey. Chobe National Park, a wonderful and great experience.
Your thoughts on this, Devon?
The Chobe was an absolute pleasure to drive, and I have to say that I have never seen so many antelope in one place in my entire life. the Chobe is definitely an amazing place, and I would love to go do it again.
And in closing, the last words from Mia.
So, I love Botswana. The people were so kind. And I love spending time with family. And it was so nice looking at the elephants by the water in the boat. But sure, you can get burnt. The Botswana sun is so hot. That's why I love the Chobe.